Back with you here in Dahlonega, Alabama, Huntsville, and North Georgia getting set to do battle for the second time as North Georgia is on the field getting ready to go. The starting lineups brought to you by Northeast Georgia Health System, the official healthcare partner of Nighthawk Athletics. For North Georgia, the batting lineup doesn't change. Some positions, which we'll get to momentarily. Huntsville will go Lauren Hayes as the DP batting first. The left fielder Shelby Booker second, Ackles third, Vaught fourth, Nutt fifth, Young sixth, Green seventh, Hampton eighth, and Thompson ninth, all going up against Delaney Heberlin. Delaney, a sophomore from Eustis, Florida, and a transfer from Marshall. First pitch in for a strike at 3:46, and we're underway. That pitch is a ball, 1-1. One ball, one strike. That just missed, 2-1. Heberlin on the year, 5-5 in 12 appearances, 10 starts, 2.83 ERA, batters 2.31 against her. Grounded to first, Haley Cummings fields and steps on the bag herself for out number one. Defensive alignment for the Nighthawks, Lester, Parker, and Simmons from left to right in the outfield. Mixon, Perry, forehand, and Cummings at first. Blair, the catcher for Heberlin. Sinkfield will serve as the designated player in this game, as Shelby Booker will step in. First pitch is fouled away, 0-1. That's a ball, 1-1. Grounded to second, forehand to Cummings in time for out number two to bring up Kiara Ackles. First pitch to Ackles is in for a strike, 0-1. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Lined into left. That is going to get... Oh, I thought it hit the line, but they say foul. Better angle than I had at it. 1-2. Much better angle down there than we've got up here. That's for sure. Don't envy that position. Grounded to second. Forehand. Fields throws to first in time for out number 3. Nighthawks get through the first in order. We head to the bottom half. No score on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Tracer 5.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics. Back with you here in Dahlonega, alongside Bella Silver and Walker McCreary. As North Georgia up to bat here in the bottom of the first, Lester will step in. First pitch to Lester from the pitcher. There's a ball. That's O'Berry in the circle. 1-0, a 3.62 ERA. Swung on and grounded back to O'Berry. She fields and throws to first in time for out number one. Good play to field her position there.
So many plays made there in the center, just quick reflexes, and you definitely saw Barry's there.
That brings up Olivia Sinkfield, serving as the designated player in this game. Bunted, and Sinkfield will reach. Great job there by Olivia to lay down the bunt, stay away from it. And she reaches first on a bunt single to bring up Madison Simmons. First pitch to Simmons is fouled straight back and into the bleachers.
Nobody made the play in the bleachers either.
I mean, everybody runs from the ball when it goes into the bleachers. I mean, as a kid, you always wanted to catch the foul ball, and I don't know what changes when you reach a certain age.
I think they remember that it's the opposite of soft.
The 0-1. It's low, a ball and a strike. One ball, one strike. Shot down the right field line and foul as Sinkfield was off on the hit and run, 1-2. Ball and two strikes. O'Berry deals. Got the inside corner, strike three. Simmons says, wow. As he caught the inside corner, 2 away for Haley Cummings. Mike Davenport also making his point heard down the third base line. Says the ball was in the batter's box, and Simmons tended to agree there as it's a ball one outside. Sophomore from Madisonville, Louisiana is Grace O'Berry. One of 3 players from outside the state of Alabama on this team. 1-0. That's low and away. Sinkfield sliding in head first safely. Another stolen base for her on the year. Came into the day 13 for 15 in stolen base attempts. It's a pretty good ratio of stolen base to get caught stealing. The 2-0 is in for a strike, 2-1. Swung on and missed there by Cummings, 2-2. Had a very good first game, double in the Grand Slam. The 2-2. Grounded to second. Fielded and thrown over in time for out number 3. That'll take us to the second inning. We're tied 0-0 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Second inning here in Dahlonega as Heberlin finishes her warm-up tosses. And it'll bring up Kaylee Vaught, who in game number 1, Bella, saw the ball extremely well.
Yeah, Kaylee Vaught had 2 singles, grounded out, and a strikeout, but overall she definitely saw the ball well, definitely a little bit better in the beginning of the game, so we'll see how she does in the beginning of this game.
First pitch from Heberlin on the outside corner, strike 1. Heberlin worked a very quick first inning. That was just pitch number 13 for the former Thundering Herd. Missed inside.
Yeah, it looks like Heberlin's going to try and stay out of some of those jams that Davis got into to keep the game moving a little bit faster.
The 1-1. Missed low and away, 2-1. One of the best sports movies of all time, We Are Marshall.
Can't say I've seen that one.
Ah.
I know, that's bad.
It's a tearjerker.
I'm a fan of tearjerkers, so I'll have to give it a try.
3-1 the count. I don't know if it's a top 5 sports movie, but it's definitely top 10.
Okay, all right.
Of course, Glory Road, top of the list.
Can't say I've seen that one either.
That's on Disney Plus.
Oh, I have Disney Plus. I'll have to definitely watch that one.
3-2. Sandlot's in there.
Sandlot I've seen. That's a good one.
Miracle's in there.
Oh, that's my number 1.
Grounded to short. Perry, Fields, long throw. Pulled Cummings off the bag, but she makes the tag. Good job by the freshman Cummings to get the out. It'll bring in Mackenzie Nutt. If I had to rank top 5, it's Glory Road. Then we'll go Miracle number 2. Remember the Titans, a very close 3rd. Very close.
All right.
Sandlot's going to be 4th.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to go Coach Carter 5th.
Interesting. All right, so I've seen 3 out of your top 5. I feel like that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
First pitch was a strike, nothing in 1.
Miracle. Every time I cry at the end. Whew.
Off speed, that went over the plate, nothing in 2. Just outside the top 5, of course, I mentioned We Are Marshall is on the outside looking in. You've got to have Kicking and Screaming, the Will Ferrell soccer movie, on the outside looking in. It's a sports movie.
I mean, kind of.
And then Sandlot 2 is on the outside looking in. Ball inside 2-2. But Glory Road and We Are Marshall are 2 excellent sports movies. Of course, I put Glory Road number 1. The 2-2. Fouled away. It's a perfect time to watch it, too. Of course, the story of the 1965 Texas Western Miners winning the national championship over Adolph Rupp's Kentucky. I think I'm going to watch that tonight. The 2-2. In the air, left center field. Back drifts Parker. She's got plenty of time and makes the catch. For out number 2, to bring up Lila Young.
Lila Young started with a strikeout in the first game, but got a single and a walk there towards the end, so we'll see what she does at this at-bat. We got the count is 0-1. We're also getting some more Christmas carols out of the third base dugout.
I mean, whatever you got to do to keep yourself entertained, right?
Yeah.
Softball doubleheaders can be long, as Heberlin had that slip out of her hand, 2-1. Baseball game just underway. It's another feed here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Isaac Thomas is there making the play-by-play. 3-1 the count. Top 25 matchup up there. Daniel Courtney getting the nod for the Nighthawks on the bump in midweek action. The 3-1. Caught the inside corner. Young almost threw the bat.
Looks like the inside corner might be working for this game.
Payoff pitch coming. And here it is. Caught the inside corner, strike 3. Down goes Young looking. Heberlin works a perfect second. We head to the bottom half, still scoreless here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself. The rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa. It could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
Continuing the top 10 movie talk off air as we're scoreless headed to the second. We still haven't heard Bella's top 5. I know I'm putting her on the spot here, but...
I mean, it would be... Okay, Miracle's got to be number 1 for
Okay.
me. I feel like The Sandlot is a good number 2.
Okay.
That's a classic. I really like The Natural, so that would be my number 3.
It's good.
For a little comedy, I think a little Blades of Glory.
Ooh.
Classic.
Interesting.
That one is a favorite. And for number 5, I think I'd have to say The Blind Side.
Another good movie. That's on the outside looking in of
That's
my
a
list.
great
That's a
one.
top 10. And a forehand standing in. First pitch is in for a strike. I think the reason that The Blind Side doesn't make my top 5 is because I watched it on so many road trips in the car. You know, when the TVs used to be in the back of the headrest.
Right.
That was the go-to movie on the car ride. So I think that's why it's outside of the top 10 for me, or outside of the top 5, but still a great movie. Forehand high in the air, center field. Vaught will make the grab. Brings up Gracie Mixon. So we teach a couple of science lessons in game 1. We talk sports movies in game 2.
I love it. We really have range. I mean, science to sports, that's big.
Mixon standing in as O'Berry is working very efficiently here in this one. High in the air, right side. Shallow right field. Thompson will give way to Nutt, who makes the catch. For out number 2, it brings up Mallory Parker. Sophomore outfielder out of Kennesaw. First pitch outside, ball 1. The 1-0's in for a strike, 1-1. Ball to strike. Trying to lay down the bunt there was Parker. Fouls it straight back, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. O'Berry, deep breath in the circle, delivers. Mallory shoots one to left. It's down in front of Booker for a base hit.
Great location there from Parker.
Good piece of 2-strike hitting there as well. Going using the entire field as Georgia Blair will stand in. Time called. As a ball is called. Not sure what was called there, but no pitch, but a ball. In for a strike. 1-1. Swung on and missed by Blair there, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. In the air, left field, backtracks Booker to the track, and she'll make the catch up against the wall for out number 3. A long out gets the Chargers out of the inning. We head to the 3rd. Still scoreless here in Dahlonega on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
This is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Man, it's Fox 2-3 out. Mark him with tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks Nest with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics. Back here in the top of the third, going to make an adjustment to my top five. Got on Disney Plus, made sure that I had the ones that I wanted there. Forgot about Cool Runnings.
Can't say I've seen that one either.
Cool Runnings is a solid sports movie. It's number 5 in my list. It's the story of the Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh. Didn't they just compete again in the Olympics?
They did.
Right?
First time in 12 years, I want to say, that they made it back to the Winter Olympics.
Wow.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up, it's bobsled time as it's popped up behind second base, and Maddie Perry makes the catch for out number 1.
You know, I'd also have to say I'm very disappointed in myself for not remembering, but A League of Their Own has to be one of my top sport movies as well.
It's a good one.
Classic.
Lena Hampton will step in now. Of course, you've also got Like Mike, which just made its way to Disney Plus. That's a throwback. And Like Mike 2. The Rookie with Mel Gibson. That's the person I was thinking of. I couldn't think of his name, but when I saw his face, I knew who it was. The one out lined out to right field. Maddie Simmons there makes the catch for out number 2. Brings up Sadie Thompson. Yeah, Cool Runnings and Glory Road. Those are movies you need to watch, Bella.
All right, I'm on it.
Disney Plus.
I have a flight tomorrow, so maybe I can get on it, watch some movies.
The 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. If you want the more serious side, it's Glory Road. If you want a little bit more humor, it's Cool Runnings.
All right, all right.
The 1-1. Missed the inside corner, just barely, 2-1. Two and one the count. Heberlin, out of her windup, delivers. Fouled straight back. Two and two the count. Alabama Huntsville making it sound like the record skipped there a little bit. 3-2 the count. Payoff pitch to Thompson. Inside. First base runner of the day for the Chargers here in Game 2. As it'll flip the lineup for Lauren Hayes. Hayes grounded out her first time up. Watches his first pitch strike. Throw down, not in time. An easy base steal from Thompson. 9 of 9 on stolen base attempts now is Thompson.
I can see why. She was moving quickly around that base.
Off-speed pitch, found the lower part of the zone at the knees, 0-2. Missed outside, low and away, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Heberlin out of her windup. Delivers. Swung on and missed. A 2-out walk and a stolen base, but that's all the Chargers can get. We head to the bottom of the third. North Georgia and UAH scoreless here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
Back with you here in Dahlonega. The University of North Georgia Department of Athletics is gearing up to host the 2022 NCAA Division II Women's Golf National Championship, May 8th through the 14th, at Chattahoochee Golf Club down in Gainesville. For more information on the tournament or to volunteer, visit ungathletics.com. That is just 2 short months away. It's going to fly. As O'Berry finishes her warm-up tosses, we'll bring Maddie Perry to the plate to lead things off. 9-1-2 due up for the Nighthawks here in the third. The entire NSN team here at Haynes and Carolyn Hill Stadium. Lily Hayes behind the computer, running it for us, as that's a beautiful bunt laid down by Perry. Well done by Maddie, laid it down and had it stop on a dime, an infield single.
There's not a better place to put a bunt down, and that was a great example of one from Maddie Perry.
Jolie Lester will now see if she can bring Perry around. Black and Blue Appreciation Day. Lined into center, but right to Vaught. She makes the catch. Perry dives back in safely. That'll bring up Sinkfield. Sinkfield singled her first time up on a bunt. Tries to lay down another one. This time goes into no man's land as the pitcher O'Berry was going to cover home. It'll be an infield single again.
I know I just said you couldn't have a better spot for a bunt, but that was also very good.
And Coach Studeman going to come out and talk to her infield because they did not play that well.
Small ball seems to be working for the Nighthawks today.
So we'll see what Madison Simmons can do here. She's talking to our home plate umpire about that pitch that she got called out on, I imagine is what the discussion is. Don't have ears down there, but I imagine that's what she's asking about. As now Madison Simmons will step in. Sophomore from Sewanee. 2 on, 1 out for Simmons. Shot back up the middle, through for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Perry. Throw comes, and it's not in time. Now rounding third and heading home is Perry, or is Sinkfield. She'll slide in safely. It's a double, and now nobody to cover home. Scoring on the play is Simmons. North Georgia plates 3 and leads 3-0.
Wow, what a crazy turn of events right there. You got 3 runs.
And that'll bring Haley Cummings to the plate. First pitch is a ball. That's in for a strike. 1-1. So Simmons will be granted a single, advancing to third on the throw home. The first throw home. Sinkfield advancing to second, and then around to home on the throw. Perry scoring from second, and then Simmons credited with a stolen base to get home, as nobody was covering home, and O'Berry could not get back in the circle quickly enough. 2-1 the count on Cummings. She'll rip one foul down the first base line. 2-2 the count.
Saw some really smart base running there and just taking advantage of the confusion that was happening on the field.
That's a Mike Davenport staple, is high IQ base running. Seen it for years. The 2-2 as Cummings sits back and pops it up behind the pitcher's circle. The shortstop, Young, will make the catch for out number 2. You'll regularly see North Georgia runners get themselves purposefully caught in pickles to allow for runners to advance from third home. Especially after a walk with a runner on third, they'll just sprint to first and go ahead and make the round towards second and force the defense to either throw it to second and start the pickle, or let North Georgia just take second base. First pitch strike. The 0-1. Caught the inside corner. His forehand tried to get out of the way of it. Another pitch on the inside that Nighthawk batters thought was going to hit him. It's a good job pitching by O'Berry. Somehow find that inside corner. The 0-2. Forehand down to right field. Running is Thompson. Running out of real estate. Dives into the wall. Make sure she's okay, as the ball went foul. Looks to be fine. Excellent effort there from the freshman, Sadie Thompson, in right. The 0-2. Missed low and away. The 1-2. Fouled away.
She was not going to let another inside strike get called on her.
And she hit it hard.
She does.
1-2 the count to forehand. Squares to bunt. Pulls back. Swings away. Shot to right field. Thompson there. She'll make the catch for out number 3, but not before the Nighthawks cross 3 over the plate. We're 3-3 complete. North Georgia leads 3-0 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. North Georgia leads 3-0 over Alabama Huntsville in the second game of the doubleheader. For the next 3 innings, here's Bella Silverman.
And we have Shelby Booker up to bat. She grounded out at her last at bat. We got a ball 1.
Not really sure where that one missed.
Yeah, it looks good from up here.
I mean, it hit the spot Georgia was calling for.
Got ball 2 outside. Looks like we got 3 balls, no strikes.
Georgia goes out to try and calm Heberlin down. A couple of rough outings for Delaney this past weekend at Columbus State. The road doesn't get any easier with Alabama Huntsville, one of the top 25 teams in the nation. You turn around and you've got Augusta this weekend, who, while not a great team, definitely a team that you can't overlook.
And we've got ball 4 as Booker walks to first.
Second walk of the game issued by Heberlin.
Kiera Ackles steps up to bat. She also grounded out her first at bat. Pops it up towards short, and it is an out.
And you saw Maddie Perry there take control of the infield, call everybody off, and make sure she was the only one around, not have any distractions.
Kaylee Vaught is up to bat. Shelby Booker steals second and is safe. And there's a strike, 1 strike.
I'm guessing that Perry didn't get the tag the way that the ball was thrown. Jumped for it and tried to just back swipe.
Popped up. Into the bleachers.
Yeah, it landed right in the seat of somebody who was sitting to our right. Moved his leg just a little bit, and it lodged underneath his leg.
Play of the game.
It's not really a catch, but it's not a drop either. Job by forehand there. Keep the ball in front and save a run.
Shelby Booker advances to third. Great play, though. And that's 2 ground outs for Kaylee Vaught. We got ball 1 for Mackenzie Nutt, who flew out last at bat. Ball 2. Got 3 balls, no strikes. That one was high. There's 2 outs here, top of the 4th.
Quick look at the scoreboard up at baseball. North Greenville leads 3-0 is in the bottom of the 2nd.
And that's ball 4 for Mackenzie Nutt. She walks to first. Now we have runners on the corners. And Lila Young steps up to the plate.
That'll bring April Byerly out of the dugout to have a word with Heberlin. Gary Octavio for the Crusaders with a 2-for-2 day so far, scoring or bringing home one of the runs for North Greenville. North Greenville's a good ball club. North Georgia baseball team and the softball team too, but specifically talking about the baseball team, scheduling a very tough non-conference schedule with Catawba and Queens and Lee and now North Greenville in midweek action. It doesn't get any easier for Tom Cantrell's team as they will head to Flagler this weekend.
Strike 1 for Lila Young. She struck out her first at bat. Hard ground ball right to third, but Gracie makes a great play and gets her out at first.
And we're halfway home. North Georgia still leads 3-0 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself. The rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa. It could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
Back here in Dahlonega, North Georgia leads at 3-0, and Mike Davenport going to the lineup card, but Gracie Mixon going to be the first to stand in.
Gracie blew out her last at bat, made a great play to end the last inning, so let's see if that momentum carries into this at bat. Got strike 1 right up the middle. Strike two. Nice little off-speed pitch there from O'Berry. Foul ball off in right field.
The change in the lineup card was actually for Alabama Huntsville. Lauren Hayes moves to third base while Gracie Green is now the offensive player, the OP.
Hit a hard ground ball right up the middle to O'Berry. O'Berry makes the play. Got a ground out.
It's the second time O'Berry's made a great play in the circle, just throwing the glove up and making a play on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like both O'Berry and Heberlin want the batters to hit. There's been not a lot of strikeouts in this game. Got Mallory Parker up to bat. Ball one, outside. And there's another great play made by Grace O'Berry. Hard line drive right up the middle. She missed the line drive, but she picks it up and throws it out at first.
Yeah, you could tell that it definitely frightened her there a little bit when she couldn't find the ball. The glove went up for protective purposes, and now Coach Studeman and athletic trainer as well as the home plate umpire is going to make sure she's okay. More scary than anything.
Definitely a scary moment. I'm glad she is wearing a face mask. We got Georgia Blair up to bat, who flew out her last at bat.
Great job of fielding her position. I know I've said that a couple times now, but man, that was a great job.
Hard foul ball out and left. You got strike one and 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Ball one, that one was high.
Fourth inning was the inning that North Georgia blew the game open in game one, but they had single tallies in the first and second leading up to that.
Hard ground ball hit to shortstop. And they make the play. Another ground out for the Nighthawks.
So North Georgia goes in order in the fourth. To the fifth we go. 3-0 North Georgia here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Man, it's Fox 2-3 out. Mark him with tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. The path of selflessness, of service. The path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Sun beginning to set here in Dahlonega as we close in on The start of daylight savings time. This your reminder to throw those clocks forward Saturday night. Yes, that means you lose an hour of sleep.
Not what I want. We've got Gracie Green stepping up to the plate. First pitch is a ball. A little high and outside.
Flew out her first time up.
It's ball 2. That one's also a little high and outside.
Heberlin about to throw her 60th pitch. Just a little over a 50% strike to pitch ratio.
There we go. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. Hard line drive, hit in between third and short. Gracie Green gets a single.
That breaks up the no-no.
Alana Hampton steps up to the plate. She also flew out her last at bat. Little off speed there, ball 1. Ball 2, high and outside.
This is where Heberlin's got to start focusing in a little bit. Can't afford to be getting behind in counts and giving these Chargers a chance to see some good pitches.
There you go, strike 1.
It's almost like when you get behind in a count, you have to pitch defensively, but your defense is, I got to put the ball over the plate. Allows the hitter to really get aggressive.
Great pitch there. Nice change up for a second strike.
And that's how you get back in the driver's seat in the circle.
Absolutely. The count's 2-2 with the runner on first. Hard ground ball to shortstop. And they make the double play. What a great play there. Got a 6-4-3.
Parried a forehand to Cummings, and Cummings did the splits to be able to get to that ball before Hampton made it down the line.
Now Sadie Thompson is up to bat. Ball 1. Looked maybe a little high.
It's the second double play turned this year for North Georgia. Just the third where Alabama Huntsville has been on the wrong end of a double play.
I got strike 1 there. Count is 1-1.
Hard to believe that only 3 times Huntsville's been a part of a double play on the wrong side, but they've turned 8.
Wow.
Actually turned 9. They turned 1 in the first game today. So they've turned 9 double plays and only been on the wrong end of 3 now. Softball double play is very hard to come by defensively.
Absolutely, with the bases being so close together. Ooh. Got another ball there. The count is 3-1. Hard to tell from up here, but I think that one was just a little high. And that's ball 4 as Sadie Thompson walks to first.
Fourth walk issued by Heberlin. Is I know Mike Davenport would like to see her stay in the game and work through this, but he does have Warzinski as well as it looks like Kristen Davis warming up in the bullpen should they be needed.
Got Lauren Hayes up to bat. And she hits a little dinker over to shortstop, and Maddie Perry makes the play. That is the 3rd out of the inning.
And it's time to stretch. Bottom of the 5th, North Georgia leads by 3 on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
The human body is like any high-performance machine. As the miles add up, parts wear out. That's where pain begins. And here's where it ends. Where top orthopedic surgeons use breakthrough techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for good. Feel like new again for miles to come at the region's only dedicated joint care center, Northeast Georgia Medical Center.
Time now for your game reset presented by Truist Bank. Truist, committed to better. Nighthawks 3 runs off 5 hits. Chargers, no runs off 1 hit. UAH has left 4 stranded. North Georgia has left 2. The only time that runs have scored was off 1 at bat from Madison Simmons, a single that saw Perry go from second to home, Sinkfield go from first home, and then Simmons go from first to third, and then steal home to get the 3 runs. Delaney Heberlin's thrown it pretty well, as has Grace O'Berry, just the 1 miscue on the hit. And that's how we get to a 3-0 game as we head to the bottom of the 5th and Maddie Perry stepping in. And now you see Melanie Hunter with the lineup card. It looks like we may have a pitching change. That's not O'Berry in the circle anymore. Try and figure out who that is.
Looks like Megan Schertz.
Yeah, she looks 5'10".
First pitch ball.
Schertz, a 5'10" freshman from Madison, Alabama, and Bob Jones High School. 6-2 on the year in 10 appearances, a 1.66 ERA. 44 strikeouts to just 9 walks. And she can hum it.
Yeah. That is strike 1 there on the inside corner. Strike 2. Couldn't tell if that was a foul or not.
And Perry, I think, made contact just barely with it as it got all the way to the backstop. She was nearly down the first base line.
And ground ball to the pitcher, and that is an out over at first.
Again, these Charger pitchers do a very good job of fielding their position. That one wasn't nearly as hard as some of the ones that O'Barry saw, but Schertz does well to stay down on it and get the speedy Perry out at first.
Absolutely. Now we got Jolie Lester up to bat. Strike one. Look like on the outside corner. Ball one outside. Lester's 0 for 2 in this game, but she had a double and 2 walks in the last game. Ball 2, once again on the outside. Hard hit ball, going back, and that's out of there. Jolie Lester with a solo home run.
Hits it to the deepest part of the ballpark. Lester's second home run of the year. There was no doubt about that one.
Now we've got Olivia Sinkfield up to bat. She has gotten 2 singles this game. Let's see if she can continue, get another hit right here. Got ball 1. That one was high. Got a foul ball right towards us. Count is 1-1 with 1 out. Hard hit ball to right field, right into the glove, and that is an out.
Yeah, Sadie Thompson just a couple steps to her right, easily making the catch. Good piece of hitting by Singfield to make sure she uses the entire field, but just kept it in the air just a little bit too long.
Got Maddie Simmons up to bat with ball 1. Simmons struck out her first at bat on a questionable last strike and got a single her last at bat.
Yeah, the single that she came all the way around the full 240.
Simmons jacks one into between right, and right fielder catches that one. Look like to the warning track there for the third out.
We're through 5 complete, North Georgia 4, Alabama Huntsville 0 on the Nighthawk Sports Network. I don't. So sorry. No, I. We're in the 6th inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Chargers.
First pitch strike from Heberlin to Shelby Booker. Booker grounded out her first at bat and walked her second at bat of this game. Bunts one down. Georgia tries to make the play, but doesn't get it quite in time. Shelby is safe at first.
I think they're going to say foul, as it may have hit the bat twice.
All right, Shelby is back in the box.
So it'll be an 0-2 count.
Ball one, that one was high. Ball two, high and out. Count is 2-2, no outs. Hits a ground ball right in between Delaney and Maddie Perry. And Shelby is back on first with a single.
Quick update from Bobstein Stadium. North Georgia on the board with a Jake Arnold RBI single. Still in business with runners on the corners in the bottom of the 4th, trailing 3-1.
And Shelby Booker steals and is safe at second. And we've got one strike here on Kiera Ackles. The sun is going down and it's getting a little bit chillier here.
Booker came into the day 14 of 15 in stolen base attempts.
So we got strike 2 on Ackles. Hard hit ball, right in the gap between left and center. Booker comes around to score, and Ackles gets a double.
A great piece of hitting there from Ackles. Just took the ball and sent it into the gap, and really nothing that North Georgia could do about that one, playing in their normal positions, no shift on, so it just gets all the way to the wall. Now a pinch runner coming on for Ackles will be Heather Phillips again.
We've got Kaylee Vaught stepping up to the plate. She is grounded out in her last 2 appearances.
Please, pinch running at second base for the Chargers, number 13, Heather Phillips.
Hard hit ball, that one's going back. And we got the play. Got the out there by Mallory Parker.
That could have been dangerous had Parker not been able to get there. There have been extra bases and other runs scored, and instead of a 4-1 game, you're quickly looking at 4-2 with nobody out.
Strike one on Mackenzie Nutt, who flew out her first at bat and walked her second at bat.
Kristen Davis still in the bullpen, getting loose.
Ball one. She hits one into left. And Lester is there to make the grab. There's now 2 outs. Runner still at second as Lila Young steps up to the plate. Great pitch there by Heberlin for strike one.
I mean, 'tis the season, right?
The Christmas carols are never stopping, even with a second strike from Heberlin.
They carry a good harmony.
They do, they do. You got ball one there. That one was a little high.
The end there was actually well done. I don't even have that musical of an ear, but I could hear that. It's a good harmony.
Hard hit, ground ball to third. Gracie throws it over to first, and they make the play. And that is the end of that inning.
Chargers put up a run off 2 hits, leave one stranded. And to the bottom of the 6th, North Georgia is still out in front 4-1 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself. The rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Someone here at Circus Burger has been talking to the press, telling them that chicken is better than burgers. And I want to know who it is. Is it you, Bill?
No, sir.
Diane?
Wasn't me.
I know it wasn't Steve. He just started. You're doing a great job here, Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not big on pointing fingers, but it was definitely Bill.
Whoa. It could literally be any one of us.
Somebody did it, and I'm going to find out who.
What is going on here?
We head to the bottom of the 6th, the chance for some what could be much needed insurance for the Nighthawks, as well as the Chargers have started to see the ball. Well, Georgia leads 4-1. Can always use a little bit of extra insurance. Good part of the lineup to get it, too, is Cummings' four-handed mixing.
Haley Cummings grounded out and flew out her last 2 appearances of this game. First pitch strike for her. But we all remember what happened in the game before. Had a nice home run. So let's see what she does this at bat. Nice line drive in the gap between second and first. And she's got a single.
Having herself a pretty good day. 1 for 3 in this one. She had 2 hits in the first game as the Nighthawks will make a pinch running change out at first in Ashley Garrison. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch running at first base for the Nighthawks, number 5, Ashley Garrison.
We now have Hannah Forehand up to bat. First pitch is a ball. Forehand flew out and lined out in her first 2 appearances of this game. She bunts one, hard to first. And Ashley Garrison makes it all the way around to third. Once again, another sign of very smart base running.
Yeah, very good job by Garrison, realizing nobody was covering third on the sac bunt, just round second, full speed to third, and slid in under the leg of Megan Schertz, who was trying to get over and cover.
Now we've got Gracie Mixon up to bat. She hits one hard to center. They're there to make the play, but Ashley Garrison scores.
Perfectly executed sacrifice fly there.
Absolutely. Now we have Mallory Parker coming up to bat. She had a single her first at bat and a ground out her second. There's 2 outs, and your Nighthawks are leading 5-1. First pitch is a strike on that outside corner. Hard ground ball to second, and she's out at first.
Well, North Georgia got insurance run. It's 5-1 as we head to the 7th here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Bandit Fox 2-3, out. Mark him with tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. The path of selflessness, of service. The path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
The UNG Bookstore is the one-stop shop where students can get anything they need for the classroom and fans can find everything they need to support the Nighthawks, from shirts and jackets to car decals and tailgating chairs. Gear up at the Nighthawks desk with officially licensed UNG merchandise. Be sure to shop in store to find the item of the week. Visit our stores in Dahlonega, Gainesville, Oconee, and Cumming, or check us out online at ungbookstore.com. The UNG Bookstore is a proud sponsor of North Georgia Athletics.
Nighthawks 3 outs away from earning the sweep over Alabama Huntsville, and be a great way to get the sour taste out of the mouth of dropping 2 of 3 at Columbus State last weekend by beating a top 25 team in 2 straight games. Especially when you look ahead to Augusta this weekend, a chance to get back on the right track in Peach Belt play. The Peach Belt home opener this weekend. Gracie Green, 1 for 2 on the day. Sees a first pitch strike. The 0-1 high in the air and over the grandstands. See a couple of kids go and chase after it. My wonder is why, like what age does it become a little bit where that's something you don't want to do? You see everybody run away from the ball in the grandstands except the kids that are, you know, whatever the age is and under.
It's a great question. I mean, I'm in college and I would still go after it, so.
So it's not a college age thing.
I don't think so, no.
Gracie sends one down the right field line. That's fair. It's got some English on it as it rolls into the corner, rounding first and heading to second. It'll be a leadoff double. So a runner aboard for Elena Hampton. And actually, it'll be a pinch hitter. Eve Mallard to step in a pinch hit role. I got this one. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Chargers, number 16, Eve Mallard. So Eve Mallard will stand in. 6 of 26 this season, but 4 of her 6 hits were 2-baggers.
She's looking very tall as well. Do we have her height?
5'8".
Yeah.
Senior from Madison. Then for a strike, nothing in 1. In general, pretty tall lineup for Alabama Huntsville. Heberlin couldn't make the grab on that one. Mixon will throw back to second and gets the out.
What a play. Great idea by Mixon to hold it and go to second rather than trying to get Mallard at it first.
So that'll bring up Sadie Thompson with 1 out in the frame. She's drawn 2 walks today. Tries to lay down the bunt, does so beautifully. Heberlin fields, throws over to forehand in time. Sacrifice perfectly done there from Thompson as she will remain 0 for 0 with no official at-bats and 3 plate appearances. And now another pinch hitter coming in for the Chargers. It'll be Laura Harbin. Harbin, a 5'8" sophomore from Huntsville and Buckhorn High School. 7 of 33 at the plate this year with a home run and 7 RBI. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for Alabama Huntsville, number 25, Laura Harbin. Nighthawks an out away. First pitch from Heberlin's in for a strike, nothing in 1. She's coming up on 100 pitches.
An out away also from a 10-0 at home, which was a great start to the season.
The 0-1, that just missed. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. miss high. 2-1. Quick update from up at Bobstein Stadium. It's now 5-1 North Greenville out in front. After Marek Kloop with the RBI single. It's a fun name to say. 3-1 the count. Kloop spelled C-H-L-U-P. 3-1 from Heberlin to Harbin. It's outside ball 4. So a 2-out walk issued as April Byerly will go out to have a word. And it looks like Lauren Hayes will go back to re-enter. So Hayes back into the game as Shelby Booker will be up to bat. And that brings the tying run to the on-deck circle. So Booker to stand in. She's 1 for 2. Walked, grounded out, stole a couple of bases. First pitch fouled straight back into the netting.
Booker is the only score on the board for the Chargers of this game.
Booker in the air, right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit as North Georgia was shifted. Rounding third and heading home is Hayes. Sliding into third is Booker. She's got a triple, and this is a 2-run ball game.
That was perfect placement from Booker. And the game is 5-3.
Now Kiara Ackles will get set to step back in as she'll re-enter the game. And Alabama Huntsville a swing away from tying this game now as the tying run now steps in to hit.
And there are 2 outs still.
Ackles is 1 for 3 with a double. A base hit scores a run. Ackles has the bat. She's hit a home run so far this year. First pitch outside, ball 1. Grounded to short. Perry Fields has time, throws across, and North Georgia wins it 5-3. We'll step aside, come back and wrap things up right after these messages on the Nighthawk Sports Network. North Georgia gets the doubleheader sweep of Alabama Huntsville, improving to 17-8 on the year. Heberlin gets the win in that one to improve to 6-5, and just an all-around pretty well-rounded performance today, Bella, from North Georgia.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a lot of great base running, great fielding, and great hitting. Like you said, just overall really strong. It improved our record from 6-4 to 8-4 against University of Alabama Huntsville here at home, and we are also 10-0 at home this season. So, looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's a great start for North Georgia here at home. They will be back at home this weekend to take on Augusta in a 3-game series to open up the Peach Belt home slate, as the Jaguars will come in to Dahlonega for that 3-game set. That will all be carried for you here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. We hope you'll join us then. Until then, for our entire NSN crew, Lily Hayes behind the computer, and Bella Silverman, I'm Walker McCrary signing off. North Georgia gets the sweep of Alabama Huntsville. Good night from the Gold City.